We regret to announce the death of Saint George Silvie Henry of Activille, Leclerc, who passed away at Victoria Hospital on Friday, February 8, 2019, at 1:45 a.m. He was 100 years old. He was predeceased by his father, Austin Duncan Maycock, and mother, Jane Henry. Left to mourn, his wife, Veronica Henry, better known as Mad George of Active Hill, Leclerc. 7 sons: Dennis Crick of Brooklyn, New York; Wilfred Crick of Larissus VA4, employed with Ministry of Communications and Work; Luke Henry of Bocage, employed with Peter and Company Distributors; Vincent Merrill of Denier Riviere Dennery; Wincher Henry, Lincoln Henry, and Earl Henry, all of Active Hill, Leclerc. 4 daughters: Angela Henry Eugene of Tuya, employed with St. Lucia Air and Seaport Authority; Esther Henry Rogers of Miami, Florida; Marlene Henry Chaldry of Ciceron, employed with St. James Club, Morgan Bay, who was also his caretaker; Martha Henry Augustine of Leslie Land, employed with SMJ Beverages, Odsa. Grandchildren: Gemma Thomas of Cayenne, Inia Henry Ned of Brooklyn, New York; Rita Phillip and Natasha Phillip, all of St. Jude's Highway; Alencia Crick and Nala Crick, all of Larissus VA4; Janine Menal Gabriel of Bardony; Bianca Maya Augustine of Leslie Land; Shelley Rose Augustine; Delisa Alphonse of Lacaille Dennery; Onella Ford of Brooklyn, New York; Elisa Henry, Alana Henry, and Bria Henry, all of Active Hill, Leclerc; Kendall Phillip of St. Jude's Highway; Orlando Menal and Samuel Menal, all of Bardony; Frankie Lubin of Atlanta, Georgia; Joshua Chaldry of Ciceron; Giovanni Simon of Truya; Lucius Vellenor of Bizet; Roderick Henry of Active Hill, Leclerc. Grandchildren: Ambre Ale, Kiana Bryce, Maurice Henry, Larissa Henry, Ilya Henry, Angle Crick, Marissa Daniel, Nivea Jimmy, Fayan Gabriel, Divine William, Tyrone Ale, Tevez Evans, Nathaniel Theodore, M.J. Daniel. Great-great-grandchild: Keela Vincent Ale. Sons-in-law: Nicholson Chaldry of Ciceron, employed with Digicel; Harold Augustine of Leslie Land, employed with Royalton St. Lucia; Randy Rogers of Miami, Florida; Nicholas Bellas Eugene of Truya. Daughters-in-law: Nellie Crick of Brooklyn, New York; Gloria Crick of Larissus; Bertil Eugene Henry of Bocage; Pretoria Joseph of Active Hill, Leclerc. Grandsons-in-law: Nixon Ned of Brooklyn, New York; Fabian Gabriel of Bardony. Predeceased sister: Beryl Maycock, better known as Miss Bim of Corinth. Predeceased brother-in-law: Patrick Dixon and family of Denier Riviere. Sister-in-law: Victoria Emmanuel and family of Miami, Florida. 3 nephews: John Lorenzen, Hildreth Lorenzen, John Maycock of Rodney Heights. 2 nieces: Joan Johnson Lorenzen, Cheryl David Fordyce, Leanne Primus. Best friend: Marinus George of the USA. 2 cousins including Aurelie Alexander, Nigel Jules. Close friends of the family: Honorable Stevenson King, Parliamentary Representative of Castries North; Claes Menal of Bardney, employed with Lucelec; Nisa Emmanuel of Active Hill, Leclerc; Pastor Emmanuel Charles and Mrs. Charles of Faith Baptist Church; Pastor Joseph and Mrs. Joseph of Onsa Pentecostal Church; all members of the Faith Baptist Church, including the deacons, the kids club, the youth group, the ladies group, the men's group, the entire Leclerc community. His neighbors of Active Hill Leclerc, previous caretaker of the NICE program, January Clermont. Other families including the Merrill family of St. Lucia in the USA, the Merville family, the Dixon family of Denny Riviere, the Maycock family of St. Lucia and Barbados, the Anthony family of Otsa, the Charles family of Sarot, many other relatives and friends too numerous to mention. The funeral service of the late St. George Silvie Henry will be held at the Faith Baptist Church, Corinth, on Wednesday, 20th February at 2:30 p.m. The body will be interred at the Shock Cemetery. His body now lies at Crick's Funeral Home Limited, Vidbouteille. Transportation will be provided at the bottom of Active Hill Leclerc at 1:30 p.m. May his soul rest in peace.